Yeah, hi everyone. Hello, yeah, good morning everyone. Welcome to the Mercury Virtual. Let's hope you're doing good. So let's start the session. In the last class, we started with the chapter number 18, how to use or what are the various Java streams that may be a files and the input-output operations, or how we can use the files of Java, what are the various streams that is used in the Java, and what are the various input and the output operations in the Java. So the Java.input package contains nearly every class you might whatever the Java operation output operation that is performed in the Java, that is performed by the Java streams. In the C and the C++, there is also a stream that is divided into two parts. One is the input stream, one is the output stream. So there is a package that is known as the Java.input-output package that is used to perform input and output operations in the Java. And all these streams represent an input source and output destination. Whatever the input source, whatever the output destination, that is represented by the stream. And the stream in the Java.input-output package supports many data such as primitive, object, localized characters, etc. That may represent any of type of data. That may be a primitive data, that may be object data, that may be a localized characters data. And a string can be defined as a sequence of data. So whenever I am saying about the string, that is a sequence of data, or we can say the combination of data, or we can say combining of the data, that is a sequence of data. And the input stream is used to read the data from a source, and the output stream is used for writing the data to a destination. So there are two parts. One is the input stream that is used to give the input, that is read the data from a source, and the output stream that is used to give the output to the screen, or we can say the display screen, monitor screen. Next one is byte stream. So that is divided into two parts. One is the three parts. One is the byte stream. One is the character stream, and last one is the standard stream. So there are three parts: byte, character, and the standard stream. So let's begin with the first part, that is the byte stream. So these streams are used to perform input and output of 8-bit bytes. That means we are using the 8-bit bytes, that is a byte stream. And there are many classes related to the byte stream, but the most frequent used classes are file input stream and the file output stream. So one of the classes file input stream, one of the classes file output stream. There are many classes that is related to the byte streams that is available in the byte, that is available in the data, that are more frequently used classes. What are the two classes that is most frequently used? One is a file input stream, one is a file output stream. And this is an example which makes use of these two classes, but to copy an input file to an output file. That is how to make the conversion of the input file into the output file. So first one is import java.input output, then public class copy file, then public static void main string args. There's a string args that throws the exception in which we are using the in and the out. In is used as a null and the out is also used as a null. Then after the exception, there is a try block, and there is a finally the catch block. We can say the finally block or final block. In the try block, it is using the input stream as well as the output stream by opening the files. What are the two files that is opened? One is the input.txt, one is the output.txt. Then file c equals to n.read, that is not equals to -1. If it is go, we can say the starting of the phase, that is -1. So we do use out.write c. And finally, int is not equals to null and int.close. So if int is not equals to null, that means we are not reaching to the end part, that is not equals to null, then it will go, or it will use the null character, it will go for the close, and out is not equals to null, that is out.close. This is a test for every. So this is a test for the copy files. Next one is character stream. So we have done with the byte stream that are used to perform the operations on the 8-bit bytes. Next one is the output character stream that used to perform the operations on the 16-bit byte. So that is using the 16-bit Unicode for making the operations that are known as the character streams. So this is the difference that is given in the first line. Java byte streams are used to perform input-output operations on the 8-bit byte, while the character streams are used to perform the input and output operations on the 16-bit Unicode. And there are many classes that is related to the character streams. In the byte stream, we have studied about the two classes, file input stream and the file output stream. In this, there are two classes. It is a file reader and the file writer. And though internally file reader uses the file input stream and the file writer uses the file output stream, but the major difference is that file reader reads 2 bytes at a time, while the file writer writes 2 bytes at a time. That means At the same time, we have the character streams uses reads the 2 bytes at a time. That means 2 bytes means 2 bytes means 16 bits using at the same time. In the same way, file writer writes the 2 bytes at the same time on the screen. And we can write or rewrite the above example, which makes use of these two classes to copy an input file having the Unicode characters input output file. This one is import java.input output, then public class copy file is the class name, then public static void main string args stores input output exception. So this is the public static void main. Then it throws for the input output exception. Then file reader in it equals to null. So we are using the file reader. In this case, file writer out equals to null. So in is equals to null and the out is equals to null. The try block is used as in equals to new file reader, then input.txt, then out equals to new file writer, that is output.txt. One is the input.txt, one is the output.txt. Then end C, while C equals to in.read, that is not equals to 1, then out.write C. At the final phase, it is if the in is not equals to null, then in.close, and if out is not equals to null, then out.close. So one is not equals to null, one is out is not equals to null. And the support that is closed because it is opened at the initial state at the try block, in the try block, or in the final block. Now let's have a file input.txt with the following content. This is the test for the copy file. So as a next step, compile about the program and execute it, which will result in creating the output.txt file with the same content as we use in the input.txt file. Next one is a standard stream. So byte stream takes a 8-bit byte and character stream uses a 16-bit byte. Next one is a standard stream that supports for the standard input output where the user program can take input from a keyboard and then produce the output on the computer screen. So whatever the input stream, whatever the output stream that is available, that is used on the computer screen. If you are aware of it, if you are aware of the C and the C++, and then you are aware about the standard stream that is using, for example, stdin for the input, stdout for the output, stderr, that is for the standard error. So one is standard input, one is standard output, and standard error. In the same way, Java also provides 3 standard streams. In C, for the C++, there are 3 standard streams. One is the std input, one is std output, one is the std error. In the same way, there is a standard input, but the name is changed. This is available in the short form, standard input. This is not the stdin. Everything is same, but the name is different. We can say name, or we can say the compilation is different. The standard input to feed the data to the user program, and usually a keyboard is used as a key. Standard input stream. So whatever the input stream, whatever the standard input stream, that is represented as a system.in. So we are using the system.in that is used for the standard input. So this is used to feed the data to the user programs, and usually a keyboard is used as a standard input streams and represented as a system.in. Next one, standard output. This is used to output the data produced by the user program, and usually a computer screen is used. In this, a keyboard is used. In this, a computer screen is used. And system.in, then system.out. Then standard error. This is used to output the error data produced by the user program, and usually a computer screen is used to standard error streams and represented as a system.error. So one is the system.in, one is system.out, one is system.error. And this is a program or simple program which creates input stream reader to read the standard input streams until the user types a Q. This is import java.input output when public class reads console. So we are using for the, or we are taking for the read console. Then this is taking as a class as a read console. Then public static void main string args. So it is using as a public static void main, then there is a string args. Then source input output exception. So there is a source IO exception that is used for the public, or that is used for the public static void main string args. Then public static void main string args shows input output exception. Then input stream reader cin equals to null. So we are using as a cin equals to null. Then there is a try block for this one, that is cin equals to new input stream reader. So we are using the new input stream reader. So we are taking the input in a system that is known as the input stream reader, that is used as a system.in. Then system.out.println, enter the characters, then Q to quit. So first of all we have to enter the character, then press the Q to quit. Then char C, then use the do statement, or do, we can say the do loop or do while loop. So this is C equals to char C in dot read. So we are using the char characters, we are using the char, then C in dot read. So we are reading the data from the char, or we are reading the data of the char type that is stored in the C variable. And C. So we are printing the value, whatever the value that is stored in the C. That means whatever the characters, or we can say the number of characters that is representing, that is stored in the C, and this is printed by the system.out.println C, while C is not equals to Q. And finally, if C in is not equals to null, then C in dot close. So these are the screens that is available for this one. There is a try block, there is a catch block, there is a final block. So let's keep our data in the read console.java file and try to compile and execute it as below. This program continues reading and outputting some characters or same character until we press the Q. So until we press the Q, there is the same character that is available in the Java console, Java rewritable, enter the character for the Java console. Next one is next topic. So we are finished with the byte stream, we are finished with the character stream, we are finished with the standard stream. Now, how to read the data, to write the data, and how to compile the data in the input-output stream. So we are done with the byte stream, we are done with the character stream, we are done with the standard stream. The next one is reading and writing the files, how to read the files and how to write the files. So a stream can be defined as a sequence of data. So that is a character, or we can say the combination of characters, that is known as a stream. An input stream is used to read the data from a source, and output stream is used to write the data to a destination. So whenever I want to read the data from a stream, that is the input stream. Whenever I want to write the data onto the screen, that is the output screen. And hierarchy of the classes to do the input and the output stream. So what is the input stream? What are the output streams that is used in maintaining the data, that is used in calculating the data? So one is used for the reading the data, one is used for writing the data. So for the reading purpose, we use the input stream that is used to read the data from a source, and output stream that is used to write the data into the stream. So one is the input stream, one is the output stream. So one is used for the input stream that is used to read the data, and one is used the output stream that is used to write the data. One is used for reading the data, one is used for writing the data. This is the object that is divided into two parts, input stream and the output stream. And the output stream is again divided into two parts. One is a filter output stream, one is a file output stream, one is a byte array output stream. So that is a file output stream is also divided into three parts. One is a buffered output stream, next one is a data output stream, and next one is a print stream. In the same way, the input stream is divided into five parts. One is a byte array input stream, then file input stream, then filter input stream, then string buffer input stream, then sequence input stream. And that is again divided into three parts: buffer input, data input, and the pushback input stream. And two terms or important terms are used. One is the file input stream, one is the file output stream, which will be discussed in the tutorial. One is the file input stream. So how to use the file input streams by which we can read the data from the files. So objects can be created using the keyword new, and there are multiple types of constructors that is available to file the, or we can say the input the streams. So following constructor takes a file name as a string to create an input string object to read the file. This is the input stream f, that is equals to new file input stream, then C Java hello. So that is taken as a C Java hello for compilation of the data, that is equals to the new, or that is represented, or that is stored in the file input stream, and there is a new keyword. That means creating the new file for the file input stream, or we can say create a one file in which we can input the data. File name is hello, that is of the Java type. That's why it is using C In the C drive, there is a Java folder, there is a hello file. Then following constructor takes a file object to create an input stream object to read the files. And first we create a file object using the file method as follows. So this is the file method. This is file f equals to new file C Java hello. Then input stream f, that is equals to new file stream f. And once you have input stream hand in object, there is a list of the helper methods which can be used to read to the streams and to do other operations on the stream. So one is the input stream that is available in the hand. There is a helper method that can be used to read the data to the streams or to do other operations on the stream. So first method that is used is public void close throws input output exception. This method closes the file input stream or file output streams, and when it is released or releases any stream or any system that resources that is associated with the files and throws an input output exception. Then protected void finalize throws input output exception. So this method also cleans up the connection to the files and ensures that the close method of this input file or the output stream is known when there are no references in use in the protected void finalize. So we are finalizing the data before closing the file. Next one is public int data throws input output exception for the reading purpose. Then public int read byte throws input output exceptions for the input stream into the array and then returns the total number of bytes that is required. Next one is public data throws input output exception that gives the number of bytes that can be read from the S input or the file input stream. So one is the file input stream that returns an integer value for the public int variable throws input output exceptions. Now there are two important input streams that is available. One is the byte array input stream, one is the data input stream. Let's discuss about the byte array input stream. So next one is the byte array input stream. The file input and the input source byte array, and there are multiple types of constructor, or we can say the forms of constructor to create the byte array input stream objects. So take a byte array as a parameter. So byte array input stream B array. Now name of the byte array input stream is the B array, that is equals to the new byte array input stream, that is equals to the byte array input stream byte that there is a array A. So another form that takes an array of 2 bits. So we are using the 2 bits also, using the 2 ints also. So this is a byte A int of int left. And once you have created or once you have done with the byte array input stream object in hand, there is a list of the helper methods that is used. What are the various helper methods? What are the various methods, functions that is used with the byte array input stream? First one is public int read. So this method reads the next byte of data from the input stream that returns an integer at the next byte of data. If it is end of the file, then it returns -1. So one is the int read, that is public int read that returns from the input stream, and this returns an input as the next byte of the data. And if it is in end of the file, then it returns -1. Then public int read byte array are int of int length. So again, taking the same example, in this case the parameter is of the 2 integers, one is of the of, one is the length. This method reads up to the length number of bytes starting from the of of the input stream into an array that returns the total number of bytes read. If it is the end of the file, then -1 will be returned. Then public int available. So one is the public int read, one is the public int read, then byte r int of int length. So we give that gives the number of bytes to read. So whatever the number of bytes that is read, that returns an int for the bytes that to be read. Then public void mark int read. It sets the current mask. Whatever mark position, this parameter gives a maximum limit of bytes that can be read before the mark position becomes invalid. Then public long skip long skips n number of bytes from the stream, and this returns the actual number of bytes skipped. So if the bytes skipped are then 4, so it gives the number as a 4, it gives the number of the bytes that is skipped. And it is first of all it converts into the bits and divided into a category into the 8 bits, so that gives the output in the form of the byte, because 1 equals to 8 bits. This is an example how we can gather the information in terms of the byte input stream by use of these four functions, these four methods with the help of method. This is import our input or input output, then public class byte stream test, public static void main string clear source exception or input output exception, byte array output stream B output. Now, in this case, the output is taking as a variable as a B output that is equals to the new byte array output stream 12, then y B output dot size. So if the size is not equals to none, that means it is not containing the 10 bits. So B output dot write. So we have to write into with the help of the B output dot write system dot in dot read. And then taking the next variable next array, that is byte B output dot 2 byte array. Then system dot out dot println print the content. So how we can print the content by using the this line will be displayed by using the system dot out dot println. Then 4 int equals to 0, x is less than b dot length than x plus plus. So it starts with a 0, it go until the length, that means the bytes is reserved for this variable or for this we can say the character. Then x plus plus, it is incremented every time in the looping till it terminates. So this prints the characters, then system dot out dot println char bx plus, then there is a blank code. So there is a system dot out dot println or system dot out dot print, because it is a stream, or we can we work on we deal input and the output, we deal with the file. So this is required the out dot print. Then bx plus plus. So whatever the variable that is used in the bx, then system dot out dot println, there is a blank code. Blank code by using the system dot out. C variable byte input stream B input. So output stream work is done. So this is a byte array output stream. This is done. Next one is byte array input stream. That is B input. For this, we have to give the input new byte array. Byte array. This is B input. Then system dot out dot uppercase. Then for y equals to 0, y is less than 1, y plus plus. First B input dot read is not equals to -1. Then system dot out dot println characters dot 2 uppercase. It is printed in 2 uppercase. It is printed in uppercase, that is char ch. Then B input dot reset. So we have to reset the file. This is represented by B dot input file, B dot read the data. Then B dot input or B input dot reset. The next one is data input stream. Next part is data input. This is used to give the data input. In this we have studied about these we can say the functions. One is public int read, then public final int read byte, then throws input output exceptions, then public string read line throws input output exception. This is one of the program. Next one is file output stream. In this again there are two parts: file output stream, that is the byte array stream, and the in array stream. Then data output stream. This is also one of the same. Next one is file navigation and the input output streams. For file navigation and the input output, this topic I will to class, tomorrow's class. And now, if there is any doubts and any suggestions regarding the assignment, and please fill the assignment for this one. So, if there is any doubt, any suggestions, you can ask the doubts from me. So, thank you everyone, and we are finished with this class over here. Only in the next class and in tomorrow's class, we are going to take the topic file navigation and the input output.